Broadcasting live from the tool shed in the back swamps of northern Texas, it's the Yankee and the Brit Show.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, the Yankee and the Brit. Country Saturday night. Hello, everybody.
Yes, good evening, Saturday night.
What's going on?
Coming
you guys
on?
are looking wicked hot.
Yes, everybody is looking hot, hot, hot tonight.
Tonight you're hot, hot, hot.
I said, coming up at the top of the hour,
Don't you
Stephen
dare
Cali
talk over me
will
again.
be joining us.
Who?
I said, are you paying attention at
Who
all
is
in
it?
the classroom? I said Stephen Cali will
Stephen
be joining
who?
us at the top of the hour. The fantastic, amazing, the brilliant Stephen Cali will be joining us.
He's an upstate New Yorker. He's from my old hangout up there in Cato, New York. It was a pretty cool place. I loved upstate New York. What a beautiful place it is. Finger Lakes, all that cool stuff up there. And they got a country singer. Wow. Hey, Laura, shut up.
Yeah, Laura White's in the chat room.
She is.
Thomas is in there too. Thomas was the first in the chat room
Hello,
tonight.
Thomas.
Mr. Chieko is bound to be around somewhere. He's always around on a Friday.
I don't know, but all you other listeners tuning in tonight to check out Stephen, hello.
Yes, good evening.
Nice to see you guys are here. Glad you could tune in. Hello, Barb, if you're out there listening. I don't know if they're tuned in yet or not. Said she was going to try to stick us across the TV in the bar, so we'll see how that works out.
Oh, that's all we need. Our big gobs.
You'll have that, though. That's for sure. So what else is going on? Steven's going to be here. Stephen Cali, yes. Very cool. Got some pretty cool tunes, too. He's a 20-year-old singer-songwriter from upstate New York. Specializes in country and country alternative. We'll got a couple tunes by him here. We'll play one before we get him on the air, and we'll save one for after we get him on the air. Good stuff, too. You're going to like it. Very cool. I hope he goes far. Got some really good stuff. So, what's that? Stick yo somewhere. You see?
I think she wrote it wrong, so now she's
Obviously.
deleted it.
Doesn't even know
But,
what she's her phone's probably talking for her.
If you want to know what we're talking about, come and pop in the chat room. You'll see what rubbish we talk about in there. On a Friday and Saturday night, everybody always leaves our show chat room hungry because everybody's always ends up talking about food.
Stick
and I'm
you
sure
somewhere.
we'll end up talking about food tonight with Stephen, no doubt. We'll be like, what do you eat over there?
What's your favorite food? What's the Cato bar serve? The Cato Hotel, sorry. God, I almost forgot the name. It's been so long. Play the other Steve. Okay, we'll throw some of that on there, too.
Thomas wants to hear some Steve Hickman, and so
course he
it
does.
shall be done. We cannot have a Saturday night show over here without some Steve Hickman.
That's
'Cause
right.
He is just awesome.
We're lost without it. So that's exactly what we'll do. So in the meantime, till we get warmed up here, let's go back over here and let's do some cool stuff, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're on it.
Your choice for country music, the RTM Radio Network.
Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network Country Saturday night.
Good evening. Let's say hello to Barbara Taylor in the chat room.
Barbara Taylor.
Yes, and
Never
Robert's-
thought I'd see the day.
She's been in here before. Be quiet, you.
I thought maybe she'd never come back. Hello, Barbara. How are you?
And
love?
Robert's in here. I don't even want to attempt to say his surname. I know I'm going to get that wrong.
Robert,
you get it wrong.
Where
Bit
to go?
down.
Capizano.
Capizano.
Makes sense to me.
It wasn't that hard, was it?
Well, no, not
I probably
really.
still said it wrong.
Oh, all those buttons you're talking about. It looks like a board. It is. It's a
Yes,
mixing
I said,
board.
what's all those buttons
There you
about?
go.
Oh, you know we could get into some trouble with that. Oh, yes, sir.
Get enough trouble as it is without all that to worry about.
So tonight, top of the hour, guys and girls, we'll be having Stephen Cali on.
They're already not smart TVs.
Bob said she can't get it hooked up to the TV.
Hey, Steve Hickman, buddy. What's going on, dude?
Steve,
How are you,
we're
bro?
just playing your music. We cannot go down the road without playing some Steve Hickman
No,
music. It
it's-
is the law.
It's impossible. Impossible.
It is impossible.
Something like that, anyways. But you get the idea. Yeah, cool. Well, yes, like Barb said, Barb, Donna, whoever this chick is over here.
Me.
Stephen Cali's going to be here at 8 o'clock, so that's going to be cool. Like I mentioned before, he's from Cato, New York, which I lived up there in Cato for quite a while. It's a beautiful place. I guess, according to what I was seeing, he's going to be playing at the Cato Hotel here pretty soon. So that's awesome. And Barb, by the way, plug your phone into a set of speakers and set them up on the bar. That'll work. What the hell, man? There's always a way to do it. Let's see. Where was he at over here? I was looking for this information. And there it is. Stephen Cali Unplugged at the Cato Hotel on January 25th, and then at Salt City Grill in Syracuse on January 26th. So he's out and about making his name for himself, and his music's cool, man. You're going to love this stuff. We got one or two to play here.
And we get to play it right here on the Yankee and the Brit show. How cool is that?
Oh, listen to this, love.
What?
Stephen Cali at Barnes & Noble in Liverpool.
Oh, darling.
New York. Sorry to disappoint you, anyways.
Hey, look.
He's going to be in Nashville. Wow, check him out, man. Awesome. This dude is everywhere. He's getting around Tootsie's world-famous orc.
Tootsie, isn't that toilet paper?
I don't know. I thought it was Tootsie Rolls
Tootsie
is what I was thinking. Oh, he's all over the place. This dude's got a whole life lined up ahead of him. Look at all this stuff. Wow. Way to go, dude. March 8th at the Dinosaur Barbecue in Syracuse. Barbecue. I wonder if it's as good as Texas barbecue. I doubt it. That's New York stuff. Can't possibly be. But that's just me. What do I know? All righty. So,
hey, let's say hello to Jerry.
Barb snuck away to a quiet place.
Are
I
you
see.
listening to
I'm
me?
talking over here. Could you stop a minute?
I said, let's
What?
say hello to Jerry in the chat room.
Jerry Ray.
Yeah, the beautiful, beautiful Jerry.
She told
And
me
Carol
I was
Durham.
handsome today, so...
Well, you are. You are very, very dapper. That's why I married you. I married you for your good looks. It certainly wasn't for your money.
And it wasn't for my brain, that's for sure.
Exactly.
And I didn't marry you for yours.
Oh,
I married you for that long face.
oh, you gonna start that?
Look how long that thing is. It hangs down to the floor. Her chin drags the floor like her knuckles do.
Oh, not just my knuckles.
All y'all need to come to Texas sometime and stay at a hotel somewhere, and we'll come visit you.
Yeah, come to Texas and stay far away from us.
It's not very nice, you know. All right, so cool, awesome stuff
And
like
Steve
that.
Hickman, look.
I know, I'm tickled to death he's here, man. That's cool. It's nice to see he still remembers who we are. Awesome. Quit pretending you haven't eaten it. I don't remember the Dinosaur Barbecue. I don't think I ate there before. The one place I do remember, though, is that place along the lake where we had fish and chips and stuff. That shit was good. And Donna's always fish and chips, and there's no place around here that really has any good fish and chips. It's all barbecue and beef around here. And I told Donna about that place. I said, that's the one thing I remember. That fish was awesome in that place up there on Ontario, wherever it was. I don't even remember the name of it, but that was... Ooh, thank you, Carol. Stop it. You guys are making both heads swell.
Steve
Not
Hickman
nice.
said, I love you twos. We love Steve Hickman too. I told you guys before, Steve Hickman is like the third person in our marriage, you know. We listen to him in bed and everything.
Boy, does he
Don't
fucking
we, dear?
snore a lot.
He snores really, really bad. Don't blame Steve Hickman for your snoring.
Rudy's Fish. I don't know. All I know is the place we went to was right on the lake. That's all I remember, and it was very cool. I loved it there. That's all I know. I don't even... My friggin' brain is... And the other place was that restaurant at the end of... I forget which lake it was. Onondaga? I don't remember. The one that was the railroad car or something like that. That was pretty cool. We took the boat down there. That was slick. I love that, man. You can motor right up to the dock, walk up to the restaurant, and boom. Very cool. Love that lake stuff. Donna's not big on the water, are you? Nice face. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it was on
I'm not big
or
on
where it was.
anything apart from in the chest area.
Cayuga. The end of Cayuga Lake. That's where it was. I'm pretty sure that was it. But all cool stuff. All right, let's move along over here. We got tunage to play. Stephen Cali's going to be here in about half hour or so. Oh, in the meantime, we better take care of some other business here, I think. Just don't want to mess things up.
The Yankee and the Breton.
That's right. It's the man with the plan, the one we can all stand. We all know he is the greatest in the land.
Uncle Samo.
Hello, Randy and Donna.
Hello,
Hello, Samo.
Here's a quick look at your 7-day weather forecast for the greater Bells, Texas area. Clear skies this evening, a 10% chance of rain, low of 60. Tomorrow, scattered showers, high of 67, low of 53. Monday, sunny skies, high of 57, low of 38. Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, high of 52, low of 31. Wednesday, sunny skies, high of 58, low of 36. Thursday, sunny skies, high of 61, low of 41. Friday, partly cloudy skies, high of 60, low of 49. Saturday, 54 is your high, 70% chance of rain, and you can expect a low of 35. Currently outside the RTM radio studios, the winds are from the south at 16, humidity 69%, dew point 54, cloud cover 18%, and under mostly clear skies at 61 degrees with a wind chill factor of 58. From the 96.7 FM SouthNet 1 Weather Center in Daytona, I'm Sam O. Let's get back to Kicking Country with Randy and Donna on RTM Radio Network.
She said if we got married, turn a straight man gay. She only bitches when she breathes.
Hey, go clean the goddamn fucking yard up, mow the grass, and take out the trash, and sweep the garage and clean it out. And I want you to fix the fucking door and the leaky faucet and all the shit that you haven't been fucking doing. Quit watching football and racing and drinking so much fucking beer and everything, and I'm just fucking pissed off.
Down here on the farm, the weather gets messy. Laying around with nothing to do. When you went away, you took my cow Bessie. I miss her, darling, more than I miss you. You took off your leg, your wig, and your eyeglass. You should have seen the look on my face. I wanted to kiss, I wanted to hug you, but you were scattered all over the place. Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You met another and you was gone. Got a hook.
Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.
By request. I know it was a request, Carol. Tennessee Whiskey. Chris Stapleton. Oh, yes, sir.
Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
Ah, what a great tune. Chris Stapleton and Tennessee Whiskey. Yankee and a Brit. Country Saturday night.
Good evening, guys and girls.
Hello.
Nickers has just come in the chat room.
Mr. Nick. Oh, buddy, old boy. What's going on, pal? How are you? Hello, mate. Wrong language. Hello, governor. Let me see if I can get it right.
Now, you haven't forgot my request, have you, husband?
No, as a matter of fact, I have it lined up next.
I have to hear Steve Hickman's Honky Tonk Badonky Donk.
Carol says, I don't know why I love this song so much. It makes you horny.
How do you know what makes her horny?
Why else would she like the song? Or because it's about good bourbon, I guess. Maybe that could be it. Nothing like good bourbon. That always makes your day. Steve should be sharing a shot of that stuff with me. That's what he ought to be doing.
He should.
Send some of that over here.
There's a flu bug going around the chat room, and, we need some of Steve's whiskey.
Please, no flu. I've managed to make it this far. Who's in North Carolina? Oh, her sister, I guess. All right. In the picture with her. I didn't even know she changed her picture. When did that happen?
Steve says, no, not the badinka-donk.
The badinka-donk?
We have to hear Steve Hickman's honky-tonk badonky-donk.
Yes, Steve, I'm sorry, buddy, but wife's orders. You know how that works.
Bob says she just burnt a macaroni cheese because she's been too busy listening to the Yankee and the Brit show. It's that Tennessee whiskey tune.
I hope you're having tomato soup with that. Oh, nothing better
Tomato,
than
dear. It's tomato.
tomato. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Oh, let me tell you guys, I bought myself a red Solo cup. It was one of those.
I lift
it was
you up.
Shut up. It was one of
I'm
those.
not shutting up.
It was one of those Campbell's
Hello, Lee.
soup cups, and the bloody dog. I had some soup in it today, and I left my soup cup on the side, and the dog come and stole it and stashed it behind the sofa again, and it's got big teeth marks in it, big Great Dane teeth marks in. There you go. Now you can talk.
Sneaky fucker.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
Anyway,
Of all things, too, you just bought the damn thing, too.
Lee Godfrey.
Doing
is
all right
also
there,
in the
Leesky.
chat.
Did you check out that Peterbilt pontoon? Man, that sumbitch was cool, man. I loved it. Love to have a boat like that. Very nice stuff. Yeah, Stephen Cali is going to be here in, about 15 minutes or so. We'll be playing one of his tunes here directly. What else are we missing over here?
What are we missing over here?
Our brains.
Probably a lot of things.
Oh, she burned her mac and cheese. I thought you said toasted cheese.
You need to be paying attention in classroom, husband.
She's been eating that mac and cheese shit for 50 friggin' years.
Oh, but you got to admit, it is good.
That stuff you get's not too bad.
I had some really, really nice one in Turkey when I went to Turkey a few years ago. It was just gorgeous.
Turkey and mac and cheese.
Oven-baked. Oh, what?
Turkey and mac and cheese?
No, when I went to the country Turkey.
Oh, to the country Turkey.
Look, you're just trying to delay my favourite song that you need to play right now. And you know Steve Hickman is creaking in his boots already.
I do, man. A grilled cheese. You get that thing just perfectly golden. Then you sprinkle a little salt on it and dunk it in your tomato soup. Oh, baby, that's the way to go.
I did mention at the start of the show that everybody leaves this show about £10 heavier each week because they go running into the kitchen, scoffing all the contents of their fridge.
Is the show that bad? Let's go eat instead. No moonshine. Oh, my God, last time I had any of that stuff. No, thank you. Oh, my God, that stuff about killed me. I think I can do without that. That's pushing it right there. Okay, here's that tune. Donna's just got to hear Steve Hickman and his honky-tonk badonky-donk, baby. So let's get after it, shall we? God damn it!
You're listening to Randy and Donna on the Yankee and the Brit Show.
This here's by request of my good friend Donna Bradley of the Yankee and Brit Show. She was like, Steve-O, could you play Honky Tonk Badonka-Donk by Trace Adkins? And I'm like, not really my bag, dawg, but I'm going to play it for you because I love you and Randy. And I know I can still do this song somewhat. Here we go.
Steve-O.
Hustler shooting 8-ball, throwing darts at the wall, feeling damn near 10 feet tall. Here she comes, Lord help us all. OTW's girlfriend done slapped him at his chair. Poor old boy, it ain't his fault. So hard not to stare at that honky-tonk, but donk-a-donk. Keeping perfect rhythm make you wanna swing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. Shut my mouth, slap your grandma. There ought to be a law, get the sheriff on the phone. Lord of mercy, how'd she even get them britches on with that honky-tonk, but donky-donk. Now, honey, you can't blame her for what her mama gave her. You ain't gotta hate her for working that money maker. Band shuts down at 2. We're staying here to 3. Hate to see her go. Love to watch her leave with that honky-tonk, but donky-donk. Keeping perfect rhythm make you wanna swing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. And ooh, shut my mouth, slap your grandma. There ought to be a law, get the sheriff on the phone. How'd she even get them britches on with that honky-tonk, kidnap your grandma. Ought to be a law, get the sheriff on the phone. Lord of mercy, how'd she even get them britches on with that honky-tonk, the donk-a-donk. All right, Donna, there you go. I'm badonka-donked out. Have a great day, and talk to you later.
Thank you, Steve-O.
Yes, thank you, Steve-O.
She gets wet and moist every time she hears that.
I do.
Oh, all right. Well, Stephen Cali's on the phone with us. We're going to play his song first.
Yeah, we're going to make him wait a few minutes.
We got two of his songs. I wish he had more because they're so badass. But we got one, and then when we're done talking with Stephen, we'll play the other one. This one is called Bet Your Ass. It's a very cool tune, too. I checked it out earlier, and I really like this thing. And I've been reading some of the comments on this guy, and this kid is amazing. Eric Church, watch out. Saw him tonight at Destiny USA. Kristen Connors said, love meeting him and hearing his music. Amazing all around. Morgan Williams said, enjoyed him playing some great country music at the Sting. Brittany Holland said, he's from my hometown, so nothing but 100% support. He's a great singer. Go, Stephen!
And even better, he is a fan of macaroni cheese, homemade macaroni cheese.
Oh, you're
like
kidding
us.
me.
Yeah, he says that his partner made some macaroni cheese about 4 levels deep. Oh, my gosh.
No wonder Barb likes him.
I'm drooling already.
Where's that Donnie Post guy at? Thought I was going to get to yell at him or something or say hello anyways. All right. Too bad they're not hearing us at the Cato Hotel tonight. I was kind of looking forward to that. But thanks, Barb. Can always count on you. I'm only serious. Let's get on over here and play this tune. Let's get Stephen on the phone. Let's find out what this guy's all about. In the meantime, here he is. Bet Your Ass, Stephen Cali.
We all stay.
Stephen Cali, Bet Your Ass, baby. Good tune. Man, I love the sound of that thing.
Stephen Cali is on the phone right now. Say hello, Stephen.
Well, how is everybody? Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing all right. We're getting ready for a show here at Richland. So play some music tonight. It's going to be fun.
What's the weather like?
It's actually pretty warm. I'm in New York. It's 36 degrees right now, so it's better than it has been. It's been freezing cold up here the past couple of weeks. So.
Are you in Cato?
No, I'm up in Richland.
Oh, smart. Very smart. I just wondered what the weather was like to know how lucky I am to have never stayed in Cato for much longer than I did because I can't stand that friggin' snow.
Oh, we get pounded. We sure do.
I used to live over that neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I loved it. Been to the Cato Hotel quite a number of times.
Oh, yeah, I love it in there. My favorite spot to play.
Yeah, I was hoping Donnie Post was going to be in here tonight so I could give him some shit, but Jesus didn't show up. I'm going to let...
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to let Donna talk to you a second. And like you probably heard me say, I'm going to go get my coffee fixed up here.
So tell us about your music. When did you start playing?
I was young, 14 or 15, but I didn't really start playing, in front of an audience until about 8 months ago. I got hooked up with a good management group, and we've been rolling ever since. But I guess I started playing music when I was 14 or 15, right around.
What instruments do you play?
I just play the guitar.
Yeah.
I don't really play it that well. I try and play guitar, I should say.
Who was your influences when you were growing up? What kind of music did you listen to when you were young and in short trousers?
I've always listened to country my entire life, but probably some of my favorite country artists are Eric Church, Justin Moore, the guys who are still playing country, Rodney and guys like that.
Ah.
Are you 20?
I'm 20, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had your age right because I was talking about it earlier. I wanted to make sure your Facebook page was correct on your age.
Yes, sir. I'm 20.
All righty, you're pretty damn young, man. How long you been into music? I know Donna probably asked you this. I didn't hear you in the other room. I'm trying to catch up over here. Just lighten up.
I've been into music since I was 14 or 15, but like I say, I didn't start playing in front of an audience until about 8 months ago.
And how'd you like that your first time out there?
It was awesome. I've always wanted to do it, and I finally got the chance to. And now I've played over 100 shows, and we're going to do 150 this next year. We're doing 150 shows in 7 states at 44 venues, and so now I'm used to it. Playing in front of people, it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Yeah, I saw a list of some of the places you were going to be playing. I was like, man, this guy's got his whole life booked up for the next year by the looks of it.
Yeah, we got a big year. We're doing an opener for Rodney Atkins at the Bridge, which is awesome. We'll be on the road with him for a little while, and then we're doing 2019, we got invited to do the 50th reunion of Woodstock, which is going to be great. I could not be more happy to do that. So
yeah.
we got a lot of big stuff coming up, a lot to learn in a short amount of time, I'll tell you that.
Do you have your own band?
I do. I'm getting ready to play with them right now, Cali County Line.
How cool is that? Now, that song I just played, You Bet Your Ass, that sounds like it was done in a studio?
Yeah, it was done with Rob at Silver City Studio. He did a great job on it. We tried to do something a little bit different, have a little southern rock in there, and I think he did a great job. I really enjoyed that track. It's not what I originally had in mind for it, but we took it and ran with it, and I love it. Oh,
it sounds great. I'm going to be playing that quite a bit till you fade away or something fades away, but I like it. It sounds good. It's got a good, smooth feel to it.
Yeah, we got a lot of good musicians on it, especially that piano player. He's from Florida. He just cranked on that piano.
So when you're out on stage, do all the ladies throw their underwear at you?
No, I haven't ran into any underwear throwing yet, and if I did, I'd have to be real careful because my wife would probably slap me across the face when I got home.
Barbara in the chat room, you're letting the side down. You've not thrown your underwear at him.
Your wife better get prepared for that.
Well, I don't know how prepared she plans on being, but
well, she should collect. She should collect them and hang them up on the wall. Your wall of shame or something over there.
I don't know how she'd feel about that.
How long you been married?
Well, I shouldn't say we're married. We're getting married in September, but I've been with her since high school.
Oh, wow.
We're engaged. I have a little girl. I have a 1.5-year-old baby girl and a little boy on the way.
Wow, congratulations. Going to get hitched. Boy, that's a big step.
Yes, sir. We just bought a house. So we had a lot of grown-ups doing a little bit amount of time, I'll tell you that.
Are you going to stay up there around Cato area, or are you moving somewhere else?
No, I bought my house in Cato. I've lived there my whole life, so I didn't want to leave. I love that place.
Yeah, it's very pretty around there. I will say that, man.
So, do you have like a musical family? Is any members of your family musicians?
Nope, I'm the only one.
Ah.
Yeah, my brother tinkered around with the guitar for a little while when I was young. He taught me how to play a couple things, and I took it from there. I wanted to be, when I was real little, I wanted to be a fingerstyle guitarist. That's like way too hard, so I just decided to sing instead.
Where'd you learn to play guitar at?
I taught myself. Just watched a lot of YouTube videos and watched a lot of people play.
I'm really amazed that so many of you young folks are just like, you pick up a guitar and you start playing. Obviously, it's in your blood.
It's a lot of time in front of a computer just trying to get things done, which I never liked because I was, I don't know much about computers, but that's what I did on my weekends. Is sat down in front of a computer. I went to work, came home, sat down in front of a computer, and learned how to play my guitar a little bit better every time.
So you probably don't read music then?
Absolutely not. I don't even. I know some of my basic chords, but I don't even know a lot of my basic chords. My lead guitar player has a real problem with me on that.
Well, damn, you got it figured out. Anyways, that's the main thing. It sounds good. Love what I hear so far.
Yeah, like I said, we're learning a little bit at a time, trying to get better every week.
Well, you're still young. You got plenty of time. At least I hope you do.
Yeah, me too.
I hate to throw a little reality in there, but that's how it works.
So, which musicians do you admire and why?
I love Justin Moore, Eric Church. Modern country kind of has gone in a different direction. I don't really consider it country. So I like the guys that are kind of sitting back and they're still doing country. Eric Church more of a rocker now, but at least he's doing his own thing and it's original. You know what I mean? That's really the biggest thing. Is I like guys who are original. They have their own way that they do things. They don't kind of mold to the pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of music we like too. Is something that's something especially that has a story to it.
Right. Well, that's what country's supposed to be. Is it's supposed to have a story, and somehow we lost it along the way. But with guys like Luke Combs and Chris Stapleton and guys like that coming up, I think that country's going to be going back to to where we want it to be here pretty soon.
Oh, we've
definitely.
We've had a whole list of independents come through here, and their music is just friggin' amazing. The stuff they have, like Steve Hickman, he's in the chat now. His music is it'll just blow you away to listen to it. And his voice, of course, is just nonstop. But these guys, the songs they write are just like what you're talking about. They have some depth, they have some stories, something to you can actually use your mind and picture yourself in some of these songs or in these places they're talking about. It just blows me away to think that some of that's coming back, because all that I don't even know what anybody calls that country music stuff anymore, but it's just horrendous, most of it.
It really is, and the reason that people do it is because, you know, if you can get a dance floor moving and you can get drinks being sold, you know, you can succeed. That's basically what it is come down to, is if you can put people, you know, in a venue and you can make them drink and you can make them dance, then you can succeed. But that's not what country music is supposed to be. Country music's supposed to be, you know, kind of what's in your heart and what you feel. That's, I mean, not to try and sound too dramatic, but that's just the facts. And it's supposed to be a story. It's supposed to be something you can picture and feel and put yourself in those shoes. It's just, you know, it's a story of everyday life. And like I said, we lost that somewhere along the way.
So if you're willing to conform to the Nashville way, you could make some money, probably.
That's
or at least become famous. I don't know about making any money. I hear they're constantly sticking people for cash, but that's a whole other side of the business there.
Right. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn a little bit about the business, but that's basically, I mean, that's the reality of it. I mean, you don't even have to really be a good singer to succeed anymore. You don't, you know, as long as you got a song that people want to listen to, they can put you in the studio, make you sound however they want, push your music out, and bang, bang, boom, you know, you're done.
Well, if that's the case, I think I'm going to become a singer.
Can I throw my panties at you?
As long as they don't stick like Barb's do. Where do you record at? Where's the studio we were talking about earlier?
Geez, I couldn't even tell you. It's like an hour. It's an hour north of Cato. But it's a nice little spot. I mean, like I say, Rob's just got a real ear for originality, and he tries to incorporate a lot of things. And he really, the thing about Rob that I love is he really just takes his time, and he wants things to, you know, to sound a certain way, and he will sit there and make sure that they sound that way, you know. And that's really what I love about Silver City. What I love about Rob is he just takes the time and makes sure that things are done right.
Yeah, it's got a nice deep sound to it. I like the sound of it.
Well, he said in the chat room earlier that he's very proud of you.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. I get along really well with Rob, and I think that we have a similar mindset on a lot of things.
So how do you balance your work life along with your music life, along with your home life?
It's very hard. I work on a farm right now. I work for Plainville Farms in Plainville, New York, which is 10 minutes from Cato, and I work an absolute minimum of 45 hours a week, but normally I work, you know, between 50 and 60, and then I'm out late at night, and then I'm also remodeling my house, so it's a tough thing to balance. If I didn't have, you know, a good solid, you know, soon to be wife at home, I don't think things would go over as smooth as they do, but she works just as hard as me, and I think that's what makes the difference. You know, we're both just working hard at something that we want to accomplish, so everything ends up going over somehow.
Yeah, you know, I think if you keep putting in the hard work, you know, something's going to come of it.
What do you do for work?
I'm a turkey grower, which is a weird tag, I know, but I take in baby turkeys, and in 18 weeks I turn them into big turkeys, and they go out. But it's a hard job. We go in there every day. We got to be there at 6 and in the barns at 6, and you know, we make sure the birds are all right. Right now on my farm, I have 60,000 birds that I take care of.
Wow.
And just making sure that everybody's happy and healthy, and the barns are clean, and you know, just making sure that we're putting out a quality product.
Do a lot of those birds end up at Tyson or any big places like that?
I think they get. I don't know much about that side of the business, but I think they're in a Plainville package. They go to New Oxford, Pennsylvania. They get processed and go into a Plainville package.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know what I'm about to ask, don't you? I want to know: do you sing to your turkeys?
Do I sing to my turkeys? I do not.
Yes.
Turkeys sing to me. I grow big toms, so they gobble all the time. You can't make a sound without, you know, all the birds in the barn going off. So there's no room for singing in there. They'll shut you right up.
Maybe you could record some of that turkey sound and add it into one of your songs somewhere down the way.
Write a turkey growing song. That's what we ought to do. Yeah.
Well, there you go, Robert.
That would pertain to a very specific audience.
Yeah, a bunch of turkeys.
Yep.
I could see Robert bringing in about 5,000 turkeys into the studio with you.
Yep, getting them all set up and mic'd up. Get the sun, boys.
I can't wait to see how you put the earbuds in those guys so they can hear.
Right. Yeah, it's hard. That would be hard. That'd be the hardest part right there.
So who's some of your band members?
I got George Morgan playing my bass player. I got Kevin on the drums. I got Mitch on my electric guitar. And these guys are great musicians. And I'm young. I'm still learning how to play with a band. We're relatively new, so they're really great about working with me and making sure that the music's where it needs to be. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to work with.
Yeah, I had to make sure you mentioned those guys. It's really.
Yeah, I also have another drummer that played with us for a while, and he did my studio tracks. His name is Keith Carroll, and he's just awesome. And they're all just willing to help and and try and teach me. They're all veterans and they really know what they're doing. So it's a good group to be around. That's for sure.
Does your wife have anything to do with the music business at all?
She does a little bit of my Facebook stuff, and she helps out as much as she can. But she's busy. I can't really put the load of music on her because she's already chasing after a 1.5-year-old and keeping the house clean, and we got a dog, and and like I said, we're pretty young, so I try to keep my workload off of her so that she can she can do what she needs to do.
Oh, that's great. Nice to know you thought some of that through.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that we've talked to, and their wives are just as much a part of it as they are, and I'm sure that's got to be stressful. So that's probably just as well you're kind of keeping it that way.
Right. Well, like I said, she works so hard, and she's pregnant right now, so she's just really tired, and I can't really put what I do on her.
I'm just trying to make sure that if she listens to this later, that you say some good things about her.
That's what I'm doing too. That's what I'm doing too.
Yeah, you're smarter than the average bear.
Not if he's getting married. Apparently, you're only smart if you don't get married.
Oh, I see. Do you write a lot of those songs, your own songs?
Oh, yeah, I wrote all of them. Hopefully, pretty soon we'll get down and maybe write something with Chris Gantry. Hopefully, I'm trying to set that up. But no, everything that I've written so far, everything that will be on the EP was just me.
Now, when's this EP supposed to come out?
We're going to do a release in June.
Nice. You're going to send us a copy, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, and you're going to autograph it?
Yeah, it's a proven fact. If I autograph something, it actually becomes worth less than it did before. So I'll make sure to do that for you.
I don't care what it's worth. It's going on the Yankee and the Brit Wall of Shame, and that's just the best thing about
it. Make sure you scribble all over it.
Yeah, draw some funny faces or something on it. Make it different from everybody else's.
Absolutely. I can do that. Put a picture of a turkey on it for you.
Oh, there you go. Oh, excellent.
Oh.
Next time we get you on the show, we can say, and here's that turkey we all know.
So what was the first tune that you ever learned?
It was The Weary Kind from the movie Crazy Heart. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Crazy Heart, but just an absolutely, it had Jeff Bridges in it, and just a great movie. But the song Weary Kind was the first song I ever learned.
Never heard of it.
No, me neither.
Oh, it's great.
What's it
called?
Watch
that movie. That's a great movie.
What's it called?
The movie's called Crazy Heart. The song is called Weary Kind.
We'll have to watch that.
Crazy Heart.
It was written by Ryan Bingham and T-Bone Burnett.
T-Bone Burnett.
It's a great song.
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
It's a great song. The whole movie's just got an excellent soundtrack. I mean, they did a great job on it.
The wife is looking it up now. What's your plans now? Do you have a specific plan set up, or are you just going to tour and do the plays, shows, and things, and just see where it leads you? Or
for the future, I think that we're going to continue to try and do more shows in the coming years, and then eventually what we want to try and do is do less shows of I don't want to say higher quality, because the shows that I play now are they're excellent shows. I love the places I play, but you try and play for a little bit of a bigger venue, a little bit more money and things like that. But for right now, I'm pretty content where I'm at. I'm going to try and I'll try and maybe not work so many hours at my day job, because I just don't need it, and focus a little bit more on music. And hopefully in the next year and a half, I'll be able to do music for a living. But it's hard to make that jump, especially with a family, because you got to know that things are sound, and you're bringing in enough money to pay the bills and make sure everybody's happy.
Right. Well, that's always first and foremost above everything else.
Right. Exactly. Make sure everybody's got food and shoes on their feet. And my wife's stay at home, so I support the household. So I got to make sure that I'm doing my job.
Well, tell me a little bit about that Only Me and I Know. What's the story behind that story?
I was trying to write a song that was, a little bit on the risque side, because I didn't have a lot of the songs I write are just kind of sad country songs. I hate trying, bob and weave through that because I have so many songs that are just sad country songs, which I love. But like I say, if you want to try and move on, you kind of gotta. I don't want to conform at all, but you got to do something with a little bit picked up. So I tried to write one that was a little risque and just try and. I don't want to say write one for the girls because my wife's probably listening, but that's kind of the thought behind it.
That's all right. She got to understand. I mean, it's music. It's the music business. You got to do what you got to do.
Right, exactly.
What's going to happen if you stumble onto one of those, what do you want? Let's see. How would I say that? You stumble onto your magic song, your one that will make you a star, take you to the top on the charts and everything. You prepared for something like that?
I think that, that's what I've always wanted, but I think that the important part about writing a great song that does that is the song that comes after it. I think that's the most important, kind of thing to think about is what am I going to do?
One-hit wonder.
Exactly. You see that a lot, like Tim McGraw, if he would have stopped at, oh my God, that song, it was number one for weeks and weeks. It's Your Love. If he would have just stopped there, you probably wouldn't know Tim McGraw's, but he followed it up with, hundreds of songs that are just phenomenal. So I think the most important part of writing a great song is writing a better one the next time.
Why do you think that? What do you think it is, or what is it that? Let's just use Tim McGraw for an example. He wrote a great song, became a hit, and he just kept writing hit after hit after hit. What do you think it is that makes that happen? Is it him, or is it the songwriters, or is it just the way he sings? I can never quite put a finger on what it is that makes somebody become so damn famous like that.
I think it's just practice and promotion, and because I'll be honest that the songs that I've written, I think they're good songs. I think they're people will like them, but I want to progress to write better songs. You know what I mean? They're good, but you want great. And I think that all these guys that are as big as they are were the guys who just weren't scared to put themselves on the edge, work as hard as they possibly could every day, write hundreds and hundreds of songs that you'll never hear until they got that one. It's just repetition. You write songs all the time, and then eventually, you get into a groove where you can just write these great songs one right after the other. Now, I don't know if Tim McGraw writes all his own songs. I don't know if he has a writing group, but if he does, he's got a damn good one because he just can. Even today, he just puts out these great songs.
How in the hell do you know what a great song is? I mean, if somebody comes to you with a song they wrote, would you be able to look at it and say, "Damn, this is the one. I got to do this song. This is going to be a killer tune"?
If it's a good song when you're listening to the radio and it just smashes you. You know what I mean? It just hits you in a certain spot. That's what a great song is. It's one that you put on when you're ready to rock and roll. You put that song on, you can feel yourself, you see adrenaline going. Or, one hits you right in your heart, and you're like Lanco just came out with that song, Greatest Love Story. I knew I loved that song the instant I heard it, because the first line just smashed me. You know what I mean? Just hit me right in the chest. So that's when you know it's a great song, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, would you, I guess, I don't know if you understood or if I didn't say it quite right, but at you, as a musician, if let's say Robert came to you and said, I know such and such that just wrote this song, I think this is perfect for you. This is going to be your hit song, and you look at it, would you know if it fit your style or if it felt good to you? Would you be able to tell, or would it be something you'd have to try and see how it works out?
Oh, gee, depend. I mean, if they have a vocal of it or something like that, then you can tell the way I just said. But just on paper, I mean, that comes back to the artist. I mean, what am I going to do to make this a great song? Because words are words. You know what I mean? There's great words and there's not so great words, but it's the way you sing it, the music behind it that makes a great song. So, I mean, geez, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'd have to be in that situation.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm always trying to dig into the thought processes of people as to how you come to the point to do a certain song, I mean, You Bet Your Ass. I mean, how did you know that was going to be a cool tune to do? I mean, you wrote that, I'm guessing, so did it just feel good to you? Was it smooth inside and you said, yeah, this is cool, I like this? Or how did you get to that point?
That's just it, as I said, I love singing it. I love the words, but the way that people are going to perceive it, that's kind of where you have no idea. You know what I mean? You have no idea how it's going to go over, but that's when I think that I got a song nailed, or when I think I've written a good song, is, you know, and I can picture it, I can feel it, I can, you know, it's good for me. So then the next step is just putting it out and seeing if people are going to enjoy it.
So is this the part where, like a lot of artists tell us, stay true to yourself and go with what you feel is right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Because Donna Joe is another great singer, and she's one of our friends, and we play a lot of her music too. And she was just telling us the other day, you know, and everybody was agreeing, you got to stay true to yourself, stick to what it is you like regardless of what happens otherwise, or you'll go astray.
Well, you see, I was talking to her in the Facebook chat about this after the show. We've had artists on here talk about Nashville being the meat market. They take you in, and then you're all full of heart and you're all hopeful, and then they just throw you out the back door after taking loads of money off you. You know, that's the way people have described it on here. But I don't know whether sometimes people are willing to sell the soul and be who they are not, just to get where they need to be, you know. And I said to her in the Facebook chat, you know, do you think that it's worth it, you know, just to spend that little bit of your time not being who you want to be or who you feel you are, just to get yourself where you need to be? You know, is that enough to get your name out there, so that once your name is out there and you've got that big hit, are you able to call the shots once you put that big hit out there? You know, that's the kind of discussion I was having.
I think that's the route a lot of people take, is, you know, if I play my cards right now and I kind of go with the flow, then maybe one day I'll be big enough to do whatever I want. I'll tell you right now, Hank Williams Jr. steps on a stage, he doesn't, you know, he could care less what anyone in the crowd thinks. He doesn't care. He does what Hank Williams wants to do because he's Hank Williams Jr. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of artists will try and find that line, but there's definitely, I think, people who just do what they got to do to get fame. I mean, I couldn't tell you whether, you know, from a personal standpoint, I couldn't tell you whether I would do it or not, because I've never had anyone, you know, I've made a little bit of money playing music, but I've never had anyone slap a $2 million contract in front of me. So that's a question of your morals, you know, is what's the deal that you got, and, you know, how are you going to roll with it?
Yeah,
that comes right down to morals.
You, at the end of the day, you've got to be comfortable with the decisions that you've made, and, you know, you're bringing up your children now, and hopefully you've got a proud story to tell them. You know, I mean, those are the decisions you've got to make, aren't they? Really. But so, like I was saying to Donna Joe in the chat, you know, there's women that slept their way to the top. You know, there's people that's done all sorts of things to get themselves to the top because they're that hungry for it. I don't know what the answer to it is, but it was just a discussion point, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes it gets hard. You know what I mean? Everyone, like a couple months ago, you know, I sat back and I'm like, man, can I really do this for a living? Like, can I really try and do this for a living? And I think that it all comes down to one decision one day where you're like, yeah, I think this is what I want to do with my life. And, you know, like I said, you get a contract slapped in front of you that's fair enough. It's hard not to go down that road. I personally don't think I'd go down that road, but like I keep saying, it's just a question of morality and the example you want to set and the tone that you want to set for your music. And, you know, I haven't had the opportunity to have something that big happen for me yet, so I can't really comment on that.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, especially at your age, you know. I mean, so many things probably go through your mind. I know mine did when I was that age. It drove me nuts sometimes trying to decide where to go, what to do, who to be, what I wanted to be, what I might want to grow up to be. I mean, and I never did grow up, but that's another story.
Right, and you know, that's the kind of decision I came to a few months ago is, you know, if I was just playing here and there and, you know, I was struggling and things were going bad, but right now, I mean, my booking agent, my management group are flying. You know, you guys know Brian. I mean, we got shows everywhere. We got, you know, I'm bringing in a good home. I got a new car, a house. I mean, it would be dumb for me not to chase this. But, you know, if I never ran into Brian, I wouldn't be chasing music, you know what I mean? I'd probably try and be doing, you know, some career. I'd probably be trying to drill in New York City or, you know, try and make money a different way. So it's really a question of when you're at a certain period in time. And I think that I decided I was in the position where I really needed to give it a try.
You can always go back to plucking turkeys.
Sure can.
You did say plucking.
Plucking, yes, plucking. Don't you start.
I know, I promised I would behave tonight. I'm not normally this well behaved.
Hey, if you could have a party in the sky with someone, who would it be? A musician?
Oh my God, Johnny Cash.
Really?
Oh, it'd be gnarly party. You know it would.
The Man in Black.
Yeah,
If you
absolutely.
was going to sing a song with Johnny Cash, what would it be?
Folsom Prison. Absolutely.
I knew it. I knew he was going to say
You didn't
that.
take much thinking on that one, did you?
Folsom, no, you know what? I would sing Cocaine with him. That's a great song.
Did he ever do that? Did Johnny?
yeah.
Did Johnny
Cocaine?
Cash ever sing that song?
Yeah. Or Cocaine Blues. Cocaine Blues.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking Cocaine, Eric Clapton, Cocaine.
No, Cocaine Blues.
Yeah,
Great
wrong song.
I'd probably do that one with him.
My bad. I'm white. I make mistakes once in a while.
So tell us how to find you online.
Yeah, you can go to Stephen Cali at Stephen Cali Music on Facebook, or you can go to StephenCaliMusic.com.
Do you have anything on Reverb Nation at all?
I don't think so. Or yes, I do. Yeah, yes, I do.
I know there's so many places that people end up. It's we've had a number of people.
Yeah.
There was a couple of people didn't even know they were on Reverb Nation.
Yeah, we got bands in town too. There's a bunch of PR stuff that you got to do to get out there. We try and get on as many things as we can. Most of my activity that you'll see on the site is my Facebook page, Stephen Cali at Stephen Cali Music. That's where all my shows are posted. It's where I do my song of the week. It's where I just do videos and things like that.
Well, speaking of Facebook, and I've asked a number of people with this, what do you think about the folks that do live videos of their music on Facebook?
I think it can be helpful and hurtful because the biggest thing about being a musician is really trying to stay as professional as you can, so people, you got to set an image for yourself. And there's certain bars that I'll go in, and I'm not going to lie, I know it's a loose crowd, I'll swear, but when a venue that's not so loose sees that's how they perceive you, and there's always phones in the air. So you got to try and remain as professional as you can, and also try and sway back and forth between different venues. So Facebook Live can help you. Like I said, you can have this great video that comes out, and people go, "Holy crap!" and they like your page and they follow you. Or they can see one that somebody took that, you didn't know about, and you're messing with some guy and he's messing back with you, and, and it doesn't look so good. So it can help you and it can hurt you.
Have you done any?
Live videos?
Yeah.
I haven't done them personally, but if you go on my Facebook page, there's all kinds of people, people come to my shows, there's all kinds of them all over that page.
Speaking of your Facebook page, what's on your guitar strap?
It says Steven.
Oh.
My brother got that for me. when I got my first guitar.
Oh, it's awesome, isn't it? I like that.
What kind of guitar is that?
It's a James Neilgan.
Looks nice in the picture. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't look. It looks better than Willie's. Have you ever got a good look at Willie Nelson's guitar?
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
That thing's got about 15 million miles on it.
Oh yeah, big hole in it.
But he's still strumming that baby.
Oh yeah.
Anything else, dear? Can I do my questions?
I'm surprised you haven't asked him that other question. The one that you normally like to ask the guys that come on the show.
What do you drive?
You finally asked.
Oh goodness. Right now.
Please don't tell me you got a minivan. If you got a minivan, don't even say anything.
Put the phone down if you've got a minivan. Now tell me what's a minivan.
Well, no. I have a 97 Chevy at my house, but I can't take that to shows. But for Lauren and the baby, I bought a Ford Escape, which is a compact SUV. But that's what I lug my equipment around in, and that's what she drives. Because if I break down on the way to a show, it doesn't go over very well.
No. So you don't have a 4-wheel drive of any sort?
Yes, I do. My truck at home is.
Okay. All right.
But I take that just short trips.
You've saved your soul then.
Yeah.
I think every country guy ought to have a 4-wheel drive truck at least.
Right, you ought to. But for long trips and stuff like that, I can't.
Yeah, well,
that
that makes sense.
Venue if I break down.
The correct answer is yes, Randy. I have a Ford F-250.
Hey, I'm a Ford man. I am a Ford man. I am. I just don't have Ford. I don't have F-250 money. That's the issue right there.
We had Lance Stinson on the show a long time ago, and last year, I think, or maybe the year before, but I asked him if he had a 4-wheel drive truck, and he did, and he just bought it. It was brand new, and he was afraid to get it dirty. And I was like, you can't have a truck if you ain't going to take it off the asphalt. That's no good.
Right, yeah, their truck meant to be a truck. But, yeah, I'm not scared if mine gets smashed up, you know what I mean? Because it's just an old beer truck, but you got to, $40,000 truck or a Power Stroke that's like pushing $60,000, I'd be a little careful with myself.
I honestly cannot believe how the people drive over here in this country when they're driving around in a $60,000 truck. I cannot believe it. They just pull out in front of people, just cut people off and drive up people's arses and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, why'd you do it? And they just pull out of those slip roads without even looking over the shoulder and looking into the next lanes, and they don't
drive like that in Britain, do they?
They do, but they're not as bad as over here. I'm telling you, it gets bad over there sometimes. I was driving along the road one day and caught someone bloody painting her toenails while she was driving. You see all sorts, but it is nowhere near.
That was probably
as
a bloody
bad.
bloke.
It's nowhere near as bad as over here. I am telling you that. It's crazy.
Feel better now? Get that off your
I
chest?
feel so much better, yes. Right. Go on, ask him your boring 10 questions.
I have a few boring questions for you, and then we're going to play your tune, and we'll let you go.
All righty, sir. What do you got?
What is your favorite word?
I can't say that on air.
Sure you can. This is internet radio.
Say
On my
it.
show, you can say whatever you want.
Nothing drives a point home like a good F-bomb. You know what I mean? Nothing drives a point home like that.
I know exactly what the fuck you're saying. What's your least favorite word?
I don't like the C word.
Yeah, not
Don't
too many
like
people
the
do.
word.
What turns you
Yeah.
on?
Oh boy, I like Power Strokes. Power Strokes turn me on.
Don't you even say a word about stroke anything. Just sit over there and be quiet. What
No. Okay, Ford truck turn me on. I'll say that.
He knows me too well.
She's like that. She'll wonder what kind of stroke you're talking about. What turns you on?
Jeez. I don't like slang. I don't like a lot of slang.
What sound do you love?
Sound of a guitar.
What sound do you hate?
Gobbles. I don't like turkey gobbles anymore.
I can't even imagine why.
I did warn you these questions were super boring, didn't I?
Do you go to Walmart at all?
Yeah.
That's one of your questions.
When you're walking through Walmart and you're concentrating on whatever you're buying or something, but you hear the crowd in the background, does it sound like turkeys now?
Yeah, I think that as soon as I pull up to Walmart.
Well,
oh my God.
Now every time he goes into Walmart, the background noise is going to sound like turkeys everywhere he
Hey,
goes.
I heard turkeys when I was sat on the toilet in Home Depot, and these two women in the cubicles either side of me were like, like, shut up! I'm trying to take a dump here.
Oh,
Oh,
You know what I did shout though? I said, oh my gosh, I've run out of toilet roll. I'm going to have to use my hands now. That shut him up.
Okay. Why did I marry you? Remind me again.
It's weird how classy that sounds with that accent. I'm going to tell you right now. It's weird.
I've had people say that to me before. You can say anything and make it sound classy. I'm like, really? Well,
You
I
sure
just took a
can.
big smelly shit.
Oh. What's your favorite curse word?
Good F-bomb.
Let's see then. What profession, other than yours, obviously the turkey business, would you like to attempt?
Gee, that's a good question. I'd like to attempt to be a famous country music singer.
Okay, good enough for me.
What did he say?
He wants to attempt to be a good country music singer. He's already a good country music singer.
Oh, come on. You can think of something else, can't you?
No, if I could do anything, I would hunt for a living. But kind of hard to do that.
Come on down here. Feral hogs are for the taking, man. You can stuff your freezer full of ham.
Maybe you can hunt turkeys
Oh,
and
my
go, that's the
goodness.
last time you make that noise.
You could come down here and get on the pork chopper. They'll fly you around and you can take them out from the sky.
Oh, my... I was just going to say that, in the helicopter. I want to do that so bad.
They do
Me and
that
my
here.
buddy priced it.
They do that here.
Yeah,
Come on
that's
down,
crazy.
man.
What's a pork chopper, a police helicopter?
It's a helicopter, and they take you out hunting feral hogs, and you take them out from above.
Oh.
Brrr, brrr.
Yep.
I'm going.
A man after my own heart. I'd love to do that, but I hate to fly. What profession would you not like to do besides turkeys?
I would hate to be... Man, what would I hate to be? Hate to be a lot of things, but I probably hate... Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I probably hate to work on sewer systems.
Good call.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, two more, and then we're done. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Here's a beer.
Haven't heard that one yet.
No, we have not.
Alrighty then. Well, God, better bottle up a good cold one.
You made my husband go quiet then.
I usually don't hear that answer. And the last one, this one might set you back a little bit. If the kids are around the room, I'd send them packing. And the wife asked this of a couple different people, so I'm going to ask it too. If you had a vagina, what's the first thing you would do?
I'd put something in it.
That's a perfect answer.
You wouldn't believe some of the answers we get for that.
Yeah, like if you woke up tomorrow with a vagina, what the hell would you do with it? Tell you what, if I woke up with a dick tomorrow, I'd be going around pumping all sorts of bitches.
Now, did she make
just to see what it's like?
Did she make that sound good too? I'd be out making as much money as I could, as quick as I could, before it disappeared on me.
Oh my God, you can make a fortune.
You imagine what that 24 hours would be like.
Yeah, I know.
Whoop whoop. All right, that's it on my end.
If I know Randy, he'd have his fingers stuck up there 24 hours. You know it.
Okay.
Well, that
all
killed
is
the
well
conversation, didn't it?
His wife's there. He probably doesn't know what to say. All right.
No, you can't embarrass me, but.
Well, thank you, Stephen Cali. It's very nice of you to stop and hang out with us for a
Yes,
little
do
while.
you have anything else to add before we press that end call button?
If you like my music, go ahead and check out Stephen Cali at Stephen Cali Music on Facebook and get the information on the EP that's coming out in June there. Other than that, I'm all set.
All right, man. You're all right. I like it. Good man.
He's not a bad old lad, is he?
Not bad at all, love. Especially coming from New York. That's a good deal.
Well, if you make sure that you post up or get Robert to post up on the Yankee and the Brit page when you're bringing out your EP, and if you want to call in at the time, and feel free to call in and let us all know how to get it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, any Saturday night, don't be afraid to call, man. Let us know when you're busting out a new tune or something you want to promo. Do it.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate the offer.
Thank you. Take care of yourself. Good luck with the business. Hope you go far. And we're going to throw that tune out here. Only Me and I Know. Stephen Cali with the Yankee and the Brit. We'll see you later, Stephen. Thank you.
Good night, Robert.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye. Yes, sir. Country boy's all I'll ever be. You know it. I'm all about that redneck.
To the RTM Radio Network. Oh, that woke me up a bit. Look who come in the chat room.
Oh, we got over here then.
Mr. Dan came in the chat room.
Mr. Dan.
Mr. Dan Conley.
There he is. Hello, Dan. How are you?
We loved your CD, and I could not believe that it's you that does all those instruments and all of those and all that singing on there.
Yeah.
Too. How cool is that?
I know. That's pretty cool.
And Dan said in his little note that he put in there that he wished he was in that envelope too. Wouldn't that be so cool if Dan, we teared it open like that,
and he just fell out?
Yeah, you see the envelopes jumping around like there's something in there, and you're like, oh my God, dare we open it? Go on.
Here's the scenario.
Okay.
We get the mail.
Yeah.
Dad brings it over and puts it in the box out there. So Dan's inside the envelope bouncing around. You go out there, open the lid, you grab it and lift it out, and he's in there going, ooh. And you bring it in here and you lay it down, and I take the knife and slice it open, the letter opener,
and you realize you've
and
cut
it just
off
misses his head and just nips the hair off a little bit. Slice it open, shake it. He falls out onto the countertop, and then
he's like flat pack furniture.
And then we add 2 drops of water. And
like one of them sponges.
And he swells up like a sponge, and we got a Dan. Can't beat it, man. Way to be.
And that is how you have Dan Conley in the Yankee and the Brit studios.
So if anybody wants to mail themselves over here, dehydrate yourself, jump in an envelope, throw it in a P.O., and come on over.
Yeah, do that.
We'll only have to add water.
Well, be careful. Randy has one of those envelope slicer things, that is supposed to open the envelope really neat, but... It's kind of freaky when you've got a Dan Conley in your envelope.
Sometimes I get a little out of hand with it.
Yeah, you don't want to slice his dick off, do you?
And then there's sometimes I pick it up and I look at it and say, it looks like junk mail, and I just rip it in half. So you make sure you're standing on one side of the envelope or the other. Because I don't like junk mail. It took me, God, I don't know how many years to stop getting junk mail. Finally, it went away.
Suddenly, Dan sticks his bloody self in an envelope.
Are you trying to say that's junk mail?
No. I would never insinuate such a thing.
I didn't think so. Oh, well, Donna wants to do the old sing-along song.
That Carol says will do, but don't cut my head off.
Wouldn't think of it. Not purposely, anyway.
It depends whether you talk too much. You know, if that envelope is going... If that envelope is clucking before we even get it open...
If it sounds like Stephen Callie's turkeys...
Then
snip, snip.
Your head's going to get sliced off.
Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Clip your wings.
So if you want to send yourselves to the Yankee and the Brit, you better be quiet in that envelope.
You're a knob. All right, you want to do a sing-along song. Well, we're going to do 2 of them, I guess, because she's just in the mood, I reckon. So, we'll kick it on.
Well, the reason I'm in the mood is because the last half an hour of the show, I don't know whether you guys have noticed, but I go really, really quiet in the last half an hour because I get drained. The last half an hour just kills me. So, we need something to keep this old Brit awake, you know what I'm saying?
I do too. I just put it on autopilot usually, and then sometimes I snap out of it, but... Here we are, ready to... Oh, Jesus Christ almighty, what the hell was that? Sometimes it's... need to wake up a little bit, so let's get it on over here, shall we?
Trains, trucks, and good old country music with the Yankee and the Brit on RTM Radio.
Gee, Wilbur. Well, y'all just hang on now. We're going to do this song, see? We're going to sing along with Toby Keith. As soon as that train gets out of the station, it'll be gone there in a minute, see? Bye-bye, Clarence. Bye-bye, Clarence, you old clown. Hey, ho, ho. All righty. Red Solo Cup, baby. Now, Red Solo... And now for our most famous sing-along. Hello? Yes, ma'am. Do it, Dan.
Sir, do you have Man of Constant Sorrow by the Yankee and the Brit?
No, ma'am. We got a new shipment in yesterday, and I'm sorry, but we just can't keep it on our shelves.
I love that. All righty.
We love you, Dad.
It's a man of constant sorrow. Whoop, whoop. In constant sorrow all through his days, I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Ohio, the place where I was born and raised. Here we go. The place where he was born and raised. Oh. Play it, Keith.
Goddamn, it's the Yankee and the Brit.
You go, Jake. Second verse. Oh, 6 long years I've been in trouble. No pleasure here on earth I found. Oh, in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now. Together, he has no friends to help him now. Oh, yeah. It's fare thee well, my old true lover. I never expect to see you again. Oh, I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die upon this train. All of you. Perhaps you'll die upon this train. You can bury me in some deep valley for many years where I may lay. Then you may learn to love another while I am sleeping in my grave. Here we go. While he is sleeping in his grave. Maybe your friends think I'm just a stranger. My face you'll never see no more. But there is one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. Everyone, he'll meet you on God's golden shore. Bravo! Darius Rucker, Wagon Wheel. It's a country Saturday night.
Kiss my natural born redneck to the bone.
Big fat smelly ass crack. Ha ha! Kiss this motherfucker! Yeah! Yankee and the Brit, and then country Saturday night. Oh, what a riot! Thank you, Stephen Cali, for coming by. The guy is great. This kid is cool. You got to check him out, man. He's from upstate New York. What a great kid. Go check him out. Check out his music. We'll be playing it again. Don't worry about that. Tomorrow night, I don't think we'll be here. We'd like to come in on Sunday once in a while, but we're going to be going all friggin' day tomorrow.
We have a show promised to these guys. You know, if
we're not going to be here tomorrow night.
We probably will be.
I don't know. We might.
We always say that we're not going to be back in time.
I just want to make sure that nobody's like been out of shape or disappointed.
We did say that we would do a Yankee and the Brit show.
I got a poob hair stuck in my mouth. All right, go on.
I said we did say that we would do a show of Yankee and the Brit tunes. But yeah, if we're not back,
you're smiling.
Then we're not back.
It wasn't yours.
No, it wasn't mine.
All right, though. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to be back, but if we get here, we'll do it, of course.
Yeah, we will do you a whole 3 hours of Yankee and the Brit tunes.
But it's supposed to rain, so we might have to sit out and wait for the rain to pass on some of this stuff. But we got to get it done.
Quite done over there.
Excuse me. That's good stuff, Maynard. All right, we got to get out of here. Time is up. I don't know what's happening. Who we got with us next week, by the way, real quick?
We have Joe Lewis on the 27th.
Ooh, I better make a poster. Joe Lewis.
Yes.
So we'll be looking for him next Saturday. In the meantime, we'll be back Friday for sure with some more of that good rock and roll. Come over with your requests.
Tomorrow.
Tell us what you want to hear.
We'll be here tomorrow. Don't you worry.
And we might be here tomorrow. All right, we got to get out of here. Love you, kids. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Like I said, go check out Stephen Cali. What a great guy. Young and on his way to the top. That's cool. So until then, you guys be good. Gotta go. Say goodnight, Donna.
Ciao.
What?
G-Rant, what are we going to do today?
Same thing we always do, Brit. Try and take over radio.
The Yankee and the Brit. Yes, Yankee and the Brit.
One is a genius, the other's a twit. On the radio,
the genes have been spliced.
The Yankee and the Brit. Brit, 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 Brit.
Before the show is done,
The killing will have begun by the end of the show. The heads will explode. The Yankee and the Brit. Yes, Yankee and the Brit. Their ranting campaign can never be explained. To prove their radio worth, they'll take over the earth. The Yankee and the Brit. Brit, 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 Brit. Don't.